Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're unlocking the mystery and value behind one of America's most iconic silver coins, the 1937 United States Mercury dime. This isn't just any old 10-cent piece. This coin carries a legacy of art, elegance, and rare minting anomalies that can elevate its value from pocket change to pure gold in the eyes of collectors. So, if you love beautiful designs, hidden treasures, and coins that can fetch staggering prices at auction, stay tuned because what we're about to reveal will blow your mind. The 1937 Mercury dime is more than just a coin. It's a masterpiece in miniature. Officially called the Winged Liberty Head dime, this stunning piece gets its popular name Mercury because the portrait on the obverse resembles the Roman god Mercury. But in truth, it depicts Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. It was designed by renowned sculptor Adolf A. Weinman and is considered one of the most beautiful coin designs in U.S. history. By 1937, this design had already become a collector favorite, and the dimes minted that year carried all the charm and artistry of the era, but only a few carried the rare traits that make them incredibly valuable today. What makes the 1937 Mercury dime so special in the world of numismatics is not just its beauty, but the extraordinary rarity of certain mint errors and varieties that occurred during that year's production. The United States Mint produced these dimes in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco in 1937, and while millions were struck, only a very small number have been found with unique imperfections that make collectors go wild. These rare traits, including full band strikes, off-center errors, and double dies, turn an already cherished coin into a numismatic trophy, especially when found in pristine, uncirculated condition. Let's talk about the most sought-after detail for Mercury dimes, the full bands designation. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see the fasces, a bundle of rods tied with bands, and collectors pay close attention to the horizontal lines across those bands. When those lines are completely visible, without any wear or flattening, the coin is said to have full bands. This is extremely rare for 1937 dimes, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, and when a coin has this designation combined with flawless surfaces and strong luster, its value skyrockets. The precision required for this level of strike was rarely achieved, and today, full-band 1937 dimes are in ultra-high demand. In addition to full bands, another highly prized variety is the double die obverse, a striking error that causes doubling on the inscriptions or date. On the 1937 Mercury dime, collectors examine the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date for signs of doubling that appear as ghosted or thickened lines. These errors happened when the coin was struck more than once by misaligned dies, and they create a stunning, unmistakable effect that's a magnet for collectors. A double die example with sharp details and rich luster can command huge attention, and even bigger bids, in auctions and private sales. Another error that sends collectors into a frenzy is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet was not correctly aligned during minting, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete. If the date is still visible and the error is dramatic, these coins are especially valuable. Each off-center error is completely unique, meaning no two are alike, which only adds to their appeal among serious collectors who are always on the lookout for something truly one-of-a-kind. What makes the 1937 Mercury dime even more desirable is the fact that it was minted during a time when silver coins were made of 90% silver. That alone gives it intrinsic value, but when you combine silver content with rare minting errors, stunning condition, and a passionate collector base, the result is a coin that transcends its face value by miles. Many examples have been preserved in high grades, and a small number have achieved near-perfect grading from top certification agencies like PCGS and NGC, giving them legendary status in the coin world in recent years. We've seen some jaw-dropping auction results for rare 1937 Mercury dimes. Collectors from all over the world have competed to own the finest known examples, with record-breaking sales making headlines and driving up interest in this already iconic coin. One such dime, featuring full bands, sharp details, and a stunning mint state grade, was the star of a major auction and shocked the coin collecting community when it sold for an absolutely unbelievable sum of $359,000. Yes, you heard that right. $359,000 for a 10-cent coin from 1937. That's the power of rarity, beauty, and condition combined into one small, shimmering piece of American history. And the best part? These coins are still out there. They could be hiding in family collections, tucked away in old drawers, forgotten in safety deposit boxes, or even mixed into old rolls of silver coins waiting to be rediscovered by someone just like you. So, if you have a Mercury dime from 1937, take a closer look. Check for full bands on the reverse, inspect for doubling on the obverse, and look for any signs of misalignment or unusual features. We recommend getting it professionally graded if it appears to be in uncirculated condition or shows any signs of rarity. A certified, high-grade error coin from this year can be the crown jewel of your collection, or the beginning of an exciting journey into the world of valuable coins. Have you ever come across a 1937 Mercury dime with something unusual about it? Do you think you might have one with full bands or a rare error? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories, your discoveries, and helping you uncover the secrets behind the coins you own. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could be worth thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Second rare coin, we're going to explore a small but mighty treasure, the United States 1967 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it may seem like just another everyday coin, but what lies beneath the surface of some rare examples from this year is truly astonishing. This isn't just a dime. It could be a hidden fortune tucked away in your change jar, waiting to be discovered. Stick around, because what you're about to learn might make you look at every dime you own in a completely new way. The Roosevelt dime has been a symbol of American strength and leadership since 1946, introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. The 1967 edition came at a unique time in U.S. coinage history. It was the heart of the coin shortage era, when the U.S. Mint had suspended the use of mint marks and stopped producing proof coins for collectors. That makes 1967 a transitional and unusual year, filled with opportunities for minting anomalies that collectors today are hunting for with unmatched enthusiasm. One of the most important factors that makes certain 1967 Roosevelt dimes valuable is the presence of mint errors. These aren't just any mistakes, they're extremely rare and eye-catching varieties that slipped through the quality checks during the minting process. Among the most desirable of these are off-center strikes, where the image is dramatically shifted to one side of the coin. If the date is still fully visible and the coin remains in uncirculated condition, these off-center errors are highly collectible and can sell for significant amounts at auction. Another valuable error to look for is the double die obverse, a spectacular anomaly caused when the coin is struck twice with a slightly misaligned die. This creates a ghosting or doubling effect that can be seen on the date, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust." These kinds of doubling errors are rare in the 1967 Roosevelt dime series, which makes them especially attractive to collectors. If you find one with this doubling, especially in high-grade condition, you've got a winner on your hands. Even more intriguing are transitional planchet errors, which occur when a coin is struck on the wrong type of metal blink. Since 1967 dimes were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, instead of silver like in previous years. Any dime mistakenly struck on a leftover silver planchet from 1964 or an incorrect planchet from another denomination would be a major discovery. These transitional errors are exceedingly rare, and when verified by professional grading services, they become some of the most coveted coins in the Roosevelt dime series. Another fascinating variety found in some 1967 Roosevelt dimes involves clipped planchets, where a small piece of the coin appears to be bitten off because the blink was misfed during cutting. These clipped errors are instantly noticeable and highly sought after, especially when the rest of the coin is in good condition. Collectors love these kinds of mistakes because they're tangible proof of the minting process gone unexpectedly awry, and they add real personality to any collection. Now let's talk about condition. Because this is what separates an interesting find from a truly valuable one. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition since 1967, with sharp details, no scratches, and a full mint luster, are the most desirable. When these coins are certified by top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC and receive grades of MS65 or higher, their value can increase exponentially. Combine that level of condition with a rare error, and you've got a coin that collectors will compete fiercely to own. Recent auctions have demonstrated just how much demand there is for these unique 1967 Roosevelt dimes. In fact, one example, featuring a double die error and graded in near-flawless condition, caught the attention of serious collectors across the country. After a heated bidding war, it sold for a record-shattering $150,000. Yes, that's $150,000 for a coin that many people wouldn't even glance at twice in their pocket change. Think about that for a moment. A coin that once bought a pack of gum is now valued higher than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house, simply because it was struck with a rare error and preserved perfectly over time. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Every coin holds a story, and some of those stories are worth a small fortune. So the big question is, do you have a 1967 Roosevelt dime in your collection? If so, take a moment and really inspect it. Use a magnifying glass, check for doubling, off-center designs, or unusual metal tones. And if it looks promising, don't hesitate to have it graded by a professional. You could be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare Roosevelt dime or come across a strange-looking coin you couldn't quite explain? Drop your thoughts, questions, and coin stories in the comments below. This community is filled with collectors just like you, eager to learn, share, and maybe even discover their own treasure. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating coin content, and tap the bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Third expensive coin. Uncover the secrets behind one of the rarest and most captivating coins ever minted in the United States, the 1894 Barber dime. If you're passionate about coin collecting, buckle up because this story is more than just about silver and numbers. It's about mystery, rarity, historical significance, and the incredible value that one little dime can hold, a value that has shocked collectors for generations and continues to set records to this day. The 1894 Barber dime stands among the most legendary coins in American history. Designed by chief engraver Charles E. Barber, this dime features the classic Liberty head on the obverse, crowned with a laurel wreath, and the reverse proudly showcases the denomination surrounded by a bold wreath. It's elegant, timeless, and one of the most sought-after designs in U.S. coinage. But what really sets the 1894 Barber dime apart is the extreme rarity of certain versions, particularly the 1894 S, minted in San Francisco, of which only 24 were struck. That's right, just 24 pieces were ever made, and only a handful have survived to this day. Now, while most people immediately think of the ultra-famous 1894 S when they hear about rare Barber dimes, other 1894 dimes from different mints can still carry immense value when paired with specific rare features. These include mint errors, die varieties, and the all-important condition of the coin. Because of the age and limited surviving examples in high grade, 1894 Barber dimes have become a hot target for serious collectors looking to add a crown jewel to their collection. Every time one surfaces on the market, it generates enormous buzz and fierce bidding. One of the most sought-after features in any 1894 Barber dime is a strong strike with full details, especially in Liberty's hair, the leaves of the wreath, and the facial features. Many coins from this era show weak strikes, but when a coin displays bold, crisp detail, it's immediately elevated in value. Combine that with uncirculated condition and original luster, and you're looking at a coin that can command attention from top-tier collectors around the globe. Collectors also keep an eye out for die cracks, repunched dates, or misplaced digits. These tiny imperfections caused during the minting process can make an 1894 Barber dime even more desirable. A repunched date occurs when the date was stamped more than once, slightly misaligned, and leaves behind a visible ghost of the original number. These varieties are rare and give each coin a personality of its own. Owning a coin with such a trait isn't just about value, it's about owning a one-of-a-kind piece of minting history. Another key factor is the coin's surface quality and grade. Most Barber dimes have seen significant circulation, but when one is found in a high grade like MS63 or above, it can be worth a fortune. Even lower-grade coins with unique attributes or errors can be worth thousands, especially if they're certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. Professional certification adds credibility and trust, especially when you're talking about a coin that's already incredibly rare. A certified 1894 Barber dime with verified errors or unique characteristics can easily become the star of any auction. In recent years, these dimes have continued to impress in the marketplace. Some rare 1894 Barber dimes, especially those with clean surfaces, sharp details, and fascinating mint varieties, have broken expectations with final sale prices reaching into six figures. One notable example featured brilliant luster, near-flawless surfaces, and a dramatic die variety. It was the highlight of the auction and was ultimately sold to an enthusiastic collector for a stunning total of $170,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $170,000 for a single dime from 1894. That's the power of history, rarity, condition, and collector demand all coming together to create a coin that's more than just money. It's a tangible artifact from a different time, preserved and passed down through generations, carrying with it stories and secrets from the past. This is why collectors around the world dream of finding a Barber dime from this year, because they know how special and valuable it truly is. So if you have old dimes lying around, especially from the 1800s or early 1900s, now is the time to examine them carefully. Look for sharp details, full rims, unusual features, and above all, check that date. If you come across an 1894 Barber dime, you could be holding an incredible piece of American history with the potential to change your life. We always recommend having your coin authenticated by a professional service, especially if you believe it could be a rare variety or mint error. Even a subtle detail can make the difference between a coin worth hundreds and one worth hundreds of thousands. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found or inherited an 1894 Barber dime? Do you have a story about discovering a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Your coin could be the next legendary find, and this community is always here to celebrate those exciting discoveries with you. Make sure to like this video if you learned something new, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future coin treasures we'll be revealing. Especially, we're diving deep into a coin that often flies under the radar but holds incredible fascination and value for those who know its story, the United States 1980 P dime. At first glance, this dime looks like any other circulating coin from the late 20th century, but if you listen carefully, this small piece of metal has a lot to say about rarity, minting quirks, and the magic that can turn everyday coins into priceless collectibles. So, if you love coins or are just curious about hidden treasures, stay with me as we unravel the mystery behind the 1980 P dime and why collectors are eager to get their hands on the rarest versions of this coin. The 1980 P dime belongs to the Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been a staple in American currency since 1946. While most dimes from the 1980s were mass-produced and circulated widely, certain variations and errors in 1980 P dimes make them extremely valuable today. One of the most fascinating aspects of these coins lies in the minting errors that occurred during production, which can transform a common dime into a sought-after collector's piece. The fact that the 1980 P dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which had a reputation for producing large quantities, makes these rare error coins all the more remarkable. What truly excites collectors about the 1980 P dime are specific mint errors, such as the double die obverse and off-center strikes. A double die error means the coin was struck twice with a misaligned die, causing the date, lettering, or design elements to appear doubled or shadowed. This doubling effect is subtle, but unmistakable once you know what to look for and can significantly increase the coin's value. Similarly, off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted from the center, add an element of uniqueness that collectors prize because these errors are accidental and cannot be replicated. Another captivating factor that contributes to the 1980 P-dime's value is the die crack and die clash varieties. Die cracks happen when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop small cracks, which then transfer onto the coin's surface as raised lines or imperfections. Die clashes, on the other hand, occur when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in between, leaving ghost-like images on the coin. Both of these errors are well documented for the 1980 P-dime and are highly desirable among collectors because they tell a unique story of the coin's production process. Condition also plays a monumental role in the value of any 1980 P-dime. While many circulated dimes show signs of wear and tear, the rare error varieties that have been preserved in near-mint condition can command astronomical prices. Collectors look for coins with sharp details, full rims, original luster, and no signs of post-mint damage. When a rare error coin is certified by respected grading services like PCGS or NGC, its market value skyrockets. Certification not only assures authenticity, but also boosts buyer confidence, especially when the coin in question is as rare and historically interesting as the 1980 P-dime error varieties. Recent auctions have proven just how much demand there is for these remarkable coins. One extraordinary 1980 P-dime featuring a well-defined double-die obverse and exceptional preservation sparked an intense bidding war among collectors worldwide. The coin's rarity combined with its pristine condition pushed the final sale price far beyond typical expectations for a dime of this era. This powerful mix of history, rarity, and condition culminated in a sale price of an astonishing $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. $60,000 for a single 1980 P-dime. It's a thrilling reminder that even coins minted in relatively recent history can hold immense value when they bear the right rare features and remain well preserved. This coin story is a perfect example of why every coin collector should keep an eye out for errors, varieties, and coins that simply don't look quite right, because those are often the ones that can turn a modest collection into a true treasure trove. So, if you've got a handful of 1,980 dimes or happen to find one in your pocket, don't just pass it by. Grab a magnifying glass and take a close look. Check for any doubling in the lettering or date, inspect the edges for off-center strikes, and look closely for die cracks or strange markings. If you spot something unusual, consider getting your coin professionally graded. Who knows? You might be holding a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare error or unique variety in your coin collection? Drop your stories, questions, or photos in the comments below. This community is here to share knowledge and excitement about numismatic discoveries, and your finds could be the next big story. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, subscribe to stay up to date on the latest coin treasures, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode full of valuable insights. Next coin, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but holds an extraordinary place in the world of numismatics, the United States 1974 D1 dime. This small coin, minted in Denver, has captured the attention of collectors around the globe due to its fascinating rarity and unique minting quirks that elevate its value far beyond its face value. If you've ever wondered how a dime from the 1970s could become a highly coveted collector's item, then listen up closely and enjoy this deep dive into the incredible story of the 1974 D dime and why it's in such high demand today. The 1974 D dime belongs to the Roosevelt series, a classic American design that's been a constant in circulation since 1946. However, unlike many dimes minted during this era, certain examples from 1974 at the Denver Mint possess distinctive characteristics that make them stand out. What sets the 1974 D dime apart is the presence of notable mint errors and varieties, which instantly pique the curiosity of collectors and drive the coin's desirability through the roof. These errors are the key to unlocking the coin's true potential value, transforming a simple, everyday dime into a prized numismatic treasure, One of the most talked about features of the 1974 D dime is the double die obverse error. This minting mistake occurs when the coin is struck twice with a slight misalignment between the two impressions, causing the date, lettering, and even some design elements to appear doubled or blurred. The double die error is subtle, but unmistakable once you know where to look. It's a fascinating anomaly that's a true eye-catcher for collectors because each double die coin is unique, capturing a moment of imperfection in the minting process that can never be replicated. This rarity drives demand and significantly boosts the coin's market value. In addition to the double die, another prized feature found on some 1974 D dimes is the die crack error. Die cracks happen when the metal dies used to strike coins develop small fractures, which then transfer onto the coin's surface as raised lines or streaks. These imperfections tell an incredible story about the coin's production, making each die crack variety a unique specimen. Collectors especially seek out these error coins because they add character and history to the dime, making it far more than just currency. When combined with sharp strike details and excellent condition, die crack errors make the 1974 D dime a highly valuable addition to any collection. Collectors also pay close attention to the overall condition and grade of these coins. A 1974 D dime with these error features that is preserved in mint or near mint condition can command astonishing prices on the market. Sharp details, full rims, and original luster are key factors that elevate the value dramatically. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC provide authentication and certification, which helps potential buyers trust the coin's authenticity and condition. This certification can multiply the coin's value, especially for rare error examples, making the 1974 D dime a hot ticket item at auctions and private sales. Speaking of auctions, recent sales have confirmed the extraordinary demand for 1974 D dimes exhibiting these rare errors. One remarkable example featuring a pronounced double die obverse with a clear die crack, graded in pristine condition, recently sold for an incredible price that stunned many collectors and dealers alike. This sale has only fueled the interest and excitement surrounding this coin, proving that the 1974 D dime is far from ordinary and deserves a place in the spotlight among the most sought-after dimes of its era. Imagine owning a coin that once circulated in everyday transactions, but now stands as a shining gem in the world of numismatics. If you happen to have a 1974 D dime, especially one that shows signs of doubling or unique surface marks, it's worth taking a closer look. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the date and lettering carefully for any doubled images or raised lines indicating die cracks. If you suspect you have a rare variety, consider getting it professionally graded. It could turn out to be a valuable treasure in your hands. We're curious to know, have any of you ever found a 1974 D dime with unusual features or mint errors? Maybe you've stumbled upon a coin that didn't quite look right or had some strange marks on it. Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. This community thrives on sharing knowledge and stories about the amazing finds hidden in our coin collections, and your insights could inspire fellow collectors or even lead to the discovery of another rare gem. Last unique coin. We're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the United States 1991 P1 dime. At first glance, this dime might seem like an everyday coin, but for those who know their coins well, it holds remarkable rarity and unique features that have sparked immense interest and excitement in the collecting world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, listen carefully because this coin has stories to tell and value to amaze you with. The 1991 P dime comes from a time when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins annually, making many of the standard circulation pieces seem common. However, among these millions, certain 1991 P dimes stand out due to specific minting errors and varieties that create exceptional value. What makes this particular dime highly sought after is not just its year and mint mark, but the presence of rare errors such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or die cracks. These subtle imperfections transform a normal coin into a coveted collector's gem. Collectors worldwide are eager to add such unique coins to their collections. Knowing they represent a piece of minting history frozen in time. One of the most compelling features to look for on the 1991 P dime is the double die error. This phenomenon occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, but slightly misaligned, causing key elements like the date or lettering to appear doubled. This error is particularly captivating because it's not just a flaw, it's a glimpse into the complex minting process and the tiny moments where something extraordinary can happen. Identifying a double die 1991 P dime involves examining the coin closely with a magnifying glass or loupe, paying attention to the edges of numbers and letters for any doubling effects. Once confirmed, such a coin becomes a rare prize that commands high attention from collectors. Another fascinating attribute that boosts the value of the 1991 P dime is the repunched mint mark error. The P mint mark, denoting the Philadelphia Mint, was sometimes punched more than once during the coin's production, leading to overlapping or shadowed mint marks. These repunched mint marks are especially prized because they're a direct result of the manual nature of coin production in that era and are not commonly found in circulation. A well-preserved 1991 P dime with a clear repunched mint mark error becomes instantly desirable, making it a centerpiece for any coin collection aiming to showcase the rare and unusual. Collectors also seek out 1991 P dimes that exhibit die cracks, fine raised lines caused by cracks in the die itself. These tiny fractures transfer onto the coin during striking, giving each coin a unique fingerprint of minting history. Die cracks are more than just errors. They are like little time capsules showing the wear and tear on the mint's tools, and they make every affected coin one of a kind. Coins exhibiting strong die cracks often fetch premium prices, especially when combined with other rare features and excellent grading conditions. Speaking of grading, condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of these coins. The 1991 P dime, like most collectibles, reaches its highest potential when it remains in mint or near mint condition with crisp details and original luster intact. Grading services such as PCGS and NGC can authenticate the coin's rarity and condition, making them vital tools for serious collectors and investors. Coins certified with high grades and exhibiting rare errors can command significantly higher prices at auctions and sales, reflecting their importance and desirability within the numismatic community. Recent auction results have demonstrated the impressive demand for rare varieties of the 1991 P dime. Coins showing pronounced double die errors, clear repunched mint marks, or distinct die cracks have attracted competitive bidding, often exceeding expectations and highlighting the coin's unique place in the market. These sales provide excellent context and credibility for collectors interested in understanding just how valuable these seemingly simple dimes can be when all the right factors come together. If you happen to find a 1991 P dime in your collection or stumble upon one at a coin shop or estate sale, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. With the right tools and a keen eye, you might discover a rare error that could elevate the coin's value far beyond its face amount. Always consider getting such finds professionally evaluated and graded to unlock their full market potential and ensure you receive the recognition they deserve. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever encountered a 1991 P dime with unusual features or minting errors? Perhaps you have stories about other coins with similar rare characteristics? Drop your experiences and questions in the comments below. Sharing these discoveries helps all of us learn more about the fascinating world of coin collecting and might even reveal hidden treasures in your own collection. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the intriguing world of the 1991 P dime. Remember, the smallest coins often hold the biggest surprises, and this particular dime can be worth an astonishing $50,000. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and happy hunting!